All right, shalom, shalom. You're the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. First off and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Karkadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Brother Shapaya coming at you again with a quick lesson through the Spirit. I did a lesson a couple of months back on this. Quick update, right? We have massive layoffs happening all across Babylon the Great, from the tech industries to your regular jobs, all right? And with all that going on, all right, it's crazy, how all the businesses took a hit during the COVID years. So now Biden, I believe in March, is going to pass a legislation saying that basically the COVID epidemic is over, right? And not to jump into a rabbit hole, that's why you see all these rappers and singers starting to do concerts now, and all the concerts are selling out because people are ready to get out, go about their lives, and these rappers and singers know that they get big money off those concerts and tours. So you got all this shit going on, right? So let's get straight into it. This is from the NPR. This is a news article, right? All right, and what's crazy, insider scoop, a job was posted the other day. You know how many people applied for this one job? 2,000 people. So that shows you how scarce these jobs are out here. All right. You have all these mass layoffs, and then people trying to apply for other jobs. You got 5,000 to 10,000 people applying for fucking 2 to 5 jobs. So how many people are going to be fucking left assed out? How many people are going to get the short end of the stick? And then you got this thing with the Venezuelans coming over here and eating up resources, and these Americans getting pissed off, right? You got certain Americans that can't even get benefits for unemployment or public housing and things of that nature because all the money is going to the refugees, all right? So the system is fucked up, which is going to cause a lot of riots. People not having jobs, it's going to cause a lot of riots because the way these big tech companies did, a lot of these people that they just hired within the last year, some of these people moved from one city to another city, got set up, and then found out 7 months later that they're getting fucking laid off. What the fuck are they supposed to do? So let's get into it, right? Explosive growth have been the norm in the tech sector for the past decade. The COVID-19 pandemic ravaged the world and moved more of the daily life online tech hiring blazed across Silicon Valley. Even more, some major tech companies like Amazon, Facebook, parent company to Meta, doubled their number of people that employed to stay apace with new demand. But now, the exuberance is fading. The industry is confronting one of its worst contractions in history with Meta, Google, Microsoft, and Amazon all announcing mass layoffs over the span of a few months. According to Tech Job Tracker, layoffs FYI, there has been more than 200,000 tech jobs lost since the start of the year, since the start of last year. While the full extent of the pain remains to be seen, here are 5 takeaways from what has happened so far. The cuts are historic for the tech industry. I'm just going to read the headliners. Big tech is not in trouble, apparently. It says Meta last year said its profit plummeted 52% from the year earlier. So that's one thing. It says executives cite high inflation, pullback in corporation spending, and recession fears. So for these big tech companies to do this, they know something is getting ready to happen in the market. That's why they try to cut losses now. So when shit gets hard, they're cutting the dead weight now ahead of the recession. All right. It says tech is a major driver of the economy in the stock market. So that's another thing to look at. See, all this shit is intertwined with each other. Okay? It says so far, at least, laid off techies have pretty good job prospects. And that's a fucking lie. And I have inside knowledge of that. That's a fucking lie, man. A lot of these people are fucking going through it. Okay? So that was one article. All right? Let me get a scripture real quick. Because all this is prophecy, man. Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and a strong man shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. So what's the grinders? The workers. Matter of fact, let's go to the blue letter. All right, let's go to this blue letter. Let's get into some words. Mm-hmm. Here it goes. It says to grind and crush. But when you go to the Strong's definition, tachan, or tachan, it says what? That being their employment. That being, hey, that's why you got to get into words, man. That's a heavy hitter. It says that being their employment. All right. So let's go back. So let's say the employment ceased because there are few. So there's few job employments, right? Just to break it down in layman terms. And the grinders cease because there are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. And the doors should be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. Because what? If people don't have jobs to make money, who's gonna fucking shop? Right? There's been a retail apocalypse for the past, I want to really say the past decade, man. All right? It's been fucked up out here, man. Okay? And he shall rise up. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. All right? Because pretty soon, and this music shit is going out the fucking window, man. And there's not going to be no triumph in the street and things of that nature. Okay? Yeah, this shit is really over with, man. So let's get this. This is Isaiah. Isaiah 19:15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or the tail, branch or rash may do. So from your high execs all the way down to your low level year one janitors or custodians, if you will, of companies. There's not going to be no work for nobody to do. And when it talks about Egypt, it's talking about Babylon the Great, which is America, man. All right? That's what's going on here, man. So when you look at the economy, you look at this debt-based society, you look at all the fucking miry clay, all right? Well, not miry clay, all the fucking thick clay, which is that thick debt. This whole system is going to implode on itself, man. All right? This whole system will implode on itself. And what's going to happen when that takes off? Mass riots. People are going to be fucking upset in the streets. There's already a food shortage. We've seen that happen for the past 2 years. So when people can't get fucking government assistance, because the government is using up all those fucking resources. Listen, all this, everything is planned by design, man. All right. Even to touch on the thing that's going on in like New York or where, listen, I hired some Venezuelans, right? Um, I got them working for me, right? But like the ones in New York, these guys are complaining about. Listen, these guys are staying in 5-star hotels, new Xboxes, new shoes, new a lot of shit. But they're eating up all the resources to the point where the people that stay here, so-called Americans, are getting fed up that the government is looking out for them and not for the people that actually pay taxes, the Social Security, and all those things of that nature. All right. So what is that going to do? That's going to start a civil unrest, right? Especially with these mass layoffs. It's going, and then this whole country is getting ready to, like I said, implode, man, on all different fronts, on all different angles, man. All right. That's where America's heading to, man. All right. Second address 15, second address 16, all that is getting ready to pop off, man, very soon. So I just want to touch on that. With that, I'm saying all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Karkadash. Double honors to thee, elder apostles, a great millstone, salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Abba, Abba.